Good morning and welcome to day 239 in my rebellious pumping reality. Coming to you from my backyard. And I didn't title this today yet because I don't know what it's going to be about. We're getting ready to go away for nearly a week with our not yet 4-month-old child. So we have like a lot of stuff going on here. Yesterday I had 2 appointments. One for the chiropractor, and because my body has just been like wonky and my hands have been like numb in the middle of the night and hot, which is a nerve thing. And then my hips and my lower back have been off. I did do some gua sha for myself and I fixed like a bunch of it, but my chiropractor is amazing. Whoever's joining me, hello, I can't see your name. So I did that yesterday, and then I had an internal exam. Fun stuff that women get to go through. Haven't had one for like 3 years, so it's good. And yeah, that's what happened yesterday. But yeah, we're getting ready, and I just don't even know how to like, I'm going through so many growing pains, and what I've really been wrapping my mind around lately, or looking at from an energetic lens, because that's the lens that I prefer to look at life, where it makes the most sense to me personally. But I had mentioned in my last video that, hi whoever's joining me, I can't see who you are. I mentioned in my last video over the weekend that, you know, I had spent so much time, that I have an avoidant attachment style, which I've learned about myself through this process of self-discovery and whatever. And that I have spent so many years by myself, and then to all of a sudden go, not even 6 months ago, to living with somebody and then also having a baby. Energetically, what that is, in my opinion, is, I would say that's like a quantum leap. Like it was like 0 to 60. You know what I mean? And when we have something like that happen in our lives, like whether it's a new job that's a promotion, or moving somewhere that's an upgrade, or whatever, whenever we change our life in a style that we are upgrading our life, we have to expand our previous energy to hold that new life. That's just how it works. So, and it has to do with like what our nervous system can actually handle. So when I say expanding our energy, it's also creating space, and I see it as creating space within our nervous system. As a person who I believe has had complex post-traumatic stress disorder throughout my life, and all kinds of other traumatic stuff, my nervous system has spent the majority of my life in extreme restriction, extreme tensile force and strength in my body. And so anybody who has a traumatized nervous system, that's what it is. It's like this tense thing. There's not a lot of space. All these emotions all these stagnant emotions and trauma patterns are taking up all this space inside of you. So it's like you have to like clear the space, and then you have to expand. Or maybe that's the same thing. Good morning, Nellie. I love you. Katrina wore the outfit that you got her the other day that says, I think it says one of a kind. It has sparkles, and she looks so beautiful. And I thought of you, and I actually took a picture that I didn't send to you yet, but I wanted you to see her wearing her outfit. So thank you so much. So yeah, so I feel like I've been in this place of like extreme expansion, and it's like this has happened to me in healing before, where it's like I can feel the expansion, and then it'll happen for like a certain amount of days, and it's like the energy's so good, and I it's like I'm like on top of the world, and then there's like this contraction that like brings me back in to like old stories and old energies and frequencies, and just like the way that I was, right? And then it's like, okay, and then I'll realize that I'm contracting, and I'll be like, okay, how do I combat that? Like, what can I do? How can I shift my energy? And I was doing it yesterday. How can I shift my energy to bring myself back to a place of expansion where I can hold all of these new things, and I can hold it as the version of me that I see. And then that's all this manifestation part that I'm like working with. But yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like I'm just going through like so many growing pains right now, and I'm having just so many tests come up, and I'm just seeing so much about myself, and it's wild because I don't have like a job right now, you know what I mean? Like I have my little Etsy shop, and I have all these other like things that I do when they come up. Like for instance, I facilitate breath work, and I'm a myofascial release therapist, and I cat sit kitty cats, and I like there's just so many different things that I do, right? So when something comes up, I'm available usually, but without having like a regular 9 to 5 like I had for so long, it's like somebody could look at me and be like, oh, she doesn't do anything. And I don't do everything that I used to do on a daily basis. All of those things have been filled with other stuff, right? But it's more like what would I use as the word? It's like it starts with an M. It's like run-of-the-mill things that I do. You know, it's not like thought-provoking, like challenging things that I'm doing right now. So anyway, somebody could be like, she just sits around and does nothing. And it's so interesting how mundane is the word I was looking for. How living this mundane life right now gives me the perfect opportunity to just continue to observe myself, to continue to observe all the stories that go around in here on a daily basis. And holy shit, I wish I had the time to spend a day just writing down the bullshit and the stuff that comes up. And I am starting to observe, like, it's like the more you observe, the more you see, and it's just crazy. And this is like how, you know, me being able to notice my patterns and having this ability to observe my energy and play with energy, because I really do feel life is a game of energy. And you can do it when you're working too. I used to do it when I was a nurse with certain things, but it's just, I don't know, I find it easier now because because the things are so mundane, life is so mundane that like I can do things without without a ton of thought, I guess. Whereas like if I was working, it would be like a lot more like up here. So yeah, it's just a very interesting time. And then of course I made this commitment to come on here every day this year, and then there's the stories about what a loser I am and how I'm not living up to my obligations. And it's like, first of all, I don't want to live life by obligation. Second of all, I'm so fucking proud of myself for showing up as much as I have in like literally the most tumultuous year of my life. I don't even know. Every year for the past very many years has seemed to be pretty fucking tumultuous for me. So hopefully at some point I'm gonna have years that aren't tumultuous. Like, is this something I get to look forward to? I think so. I hope so. Because at the end of the day, the more that I calm my internal waters, the less that this outside bullshit's gonna get to me, right? That's the goal. So I spent some time yesterday morning calming my nervous system, and it's something that I need to do on the daily. Period. The end. There's no excuse, because if I am not coming from a grounded, calm nervous system, I'm not good for myself. I'm not good for my daughter. I'm not good for Brian. I'm not good for anybody. So that's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a breathwork practice. I feel like I've been having, like I told you, I've been observing stuff, and like there's a lot of stagnant fucking stories in there. And I was thinking too, like, breathwork changes people's lives, and I don't do it enough. And I'm a facilitator. Like, what am I doing with my life? Why did I learn this to, like, not use it to help myself right now, you know? And of course, I wasn't supposed to do breathwork when I was pregnant. I did a little bit, but now that I'm not pregos, I can do it as much as I want. You, Nelly, are asking me a question. Get YouTube and put whatever you're sharing here to actually go. Oh, Nelly, my love, I actually do have YouTube, and I do the exact thing that you're saying. However, it is not updated. What ended up happening was, like, I fell off of YouTube in the beginning for like many episodes, and then I was like, instead of just putting them up, I'm just gonna start putting up the new ones that I do. And then that went for a while, and I fell off of that, but I can still do it. Maybe I'll do it when I go upstate. I don't know. Then again, it's like, why would I want to like work when I'm like on vacation? Going to a lake. I'm taking my baby girl to like my most favorite place growing up, that I went like all for every Labor Day, and so stoked. So yeah, I need to update my YouTube. I have 99 YouTube subscribers though, and I love them all. And I appreciate just all of you guys for caring about my journey, for following my journey, for offering me support along my journey. And I really hope that sometimes I say things, not all the time, but I really hope that sometimes I say things that make you feel validated and seen and heard, and like there's not anything wrong with you. Because I truly believe that the majority of us are walking around with stories that we're bad, and that there's things wrong with us, and that we're not as far along as other people, or we're like worse off than other people, or we're whatever. And to hear other people tell their journey, that's how I felt very seen and validated, and not felt as broken as I had previously. So if I can offer that to others, that is a win. That's worth it. Thank you for being here with me, Nelly. Yeah, it's the same. It's Rebellious Nurse at YouTube. I would love for you to subscribe. Oh, Nelly. So you had said I think you sent me a message, and that I haven't responded to yet, about seeing baby. And this month is hectic and wild, and it can't be this month, my love. But oh, and you have to RSVP for the baby celebration party. I hope you get to come, but if you can't, I totally understand. But yeah, we're going away, and then Brian is showing. He's doing the new Hyde Park Street Fair, and then that is like the weekend after we get back. And then he's doing the Glen Cove Farmers Market for the first time on the 24th, I think. Then our baby celebration party is on the 25th. So it's just like a wild month. So maybe next month we can do it, which is also wild. And if we can't do it next month, then November. So that is the answer to your message, my love. Okay, I'm gonna get going. I hope that you all have a beautiful day, and I love you, Nelly.